Hey folks, and welcome back to Writer's Bone. I'm Daniel Ford.
I'm Sean Toohey.
And we're here to talk about Philip Seymour Hoffman, who tragically passed away on Sunday.
Yeah, and he was a young guy, too.
Yeah, 49?
Yeah, and I mean, think about this. He was 49. He's one of the most celebrated actors in our lifetime, if not in American cinema. And, like, his body of work, like, he was a guy who had constant hits. Yeah. Like, he had a couple, but his performances throughout his career were always solid.
Yeah, agreed.
So, I mean, to see him go, it was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking. And more so because I remember watching Knicks games, and his son was always sitting with him because he's a huge sports fan.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
And a New Yorker, too.
Oh, through and through.
It was a bummer for me, too, like, just seeing him, around. Like, I know friends who've seen him around New York.
Yeah.
Who are just kind of, like, smoking a cigarette, just kind of being up on his own, and like, it's Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, he's riding bikes. Like,
he's one of those guys where New Yorkers, stopped and paid attention to.
Yeah. Kind of like Woody Allen. He's just there. He's always in the city.
Yeah, without the child molesting.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I didn't put that. Did Philip Seymour Hoffman... Well, he wasn't Doubt. Did he ever...
I guess that's why they called it Doubt. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Oh, you got me. You got me, Hoffman. You hoffed me. So when someone does a great performance from now on, I'm going to be like, you hoffed me.
You hoffed me?
Yeah, you hoffed me. And they'll be like...
You should say it after sex. Hey, you hoffed me good. This got weird.
Yeah, it did.
All right, so what's your favorite Philip Seymour Hoffman movie?
Oh, of all, like, his performance or just, like, movie he's in?
Whatever you like, or both. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, my favorite performance is Boogie Nights by Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yep.
About the porn industry in the 70s.
Yep.
I actually do like his few scenes that he has in Red Dragon as the crummy reporter. He's very skeezy.
Very skeezy.
Oh, yeah.
He played skeevy very well.
Oh, he did. He did it so well. But I think one of my favorite is Charlie Wilson's War with Tom Hanks, Julia Roberts. I hate Julia Roberts. I hate Julia Roberts. But I will watch that movie. Like in that movie, I'm like, what, Julia Roberts, my hate for you has subsided. So if you got hit by a car, I don't wish death upon you.
Yeah, I've been watching clips of that movie all day because I like that one too. He's just like so, just pissed and like he's a lifer. Like, he's just like, fuck all of you.
And he looked like the real guy. If you look at whoever that was based on, I don't know if his real name was Gus. But he looked. Yeah. He had that look to him.
When he bugs the scotch bottle, and Tom Hanks freaks out.
Yeah.
He's like, "Is there a camera in here?" And the guy's like, "It's a little paranoid of you to think that."
Yeah.
As he's bugging the scotch bottle.
When he's in the when he has his introduction in the movie, he's in his office shouting at his boss, and behind him, you can see the boss's windows being repaired. And that's because Philip Seymour Hoffman's character previously, unseen on camera, smashes it. And then the scene ends with him smashing it again. I mean, it's just so great. Just that every movement he made just felt so real. Nothing felt fake with him ever. He was always honest. Everything was straightforward and honest. That's who Philip Seymour Hoffman was as an actor. As a person, I don't know what he was like.
I don't know. Apparently not. Apparently there were some demons there that,
He'd always had substance abuse.
Yeah, he went to rehab.
Yeah, very young, though.
Yeah.
So, what's yours? What's the movie or the performance you like? Philip Seymour Hoffman, that is it.
I really like Capote. Like, I want to go back and watch that movie again, but I remember thinking, wow, that was pretty special.
Yeah, because that's the only good thing in that movie. Like, the only good thing in that movie is performances. I mean, it just looks depressing.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
I watched it. It was late at night, and I had a crappy TV. The sound was bad. Yeah. So I need to go back and rewatch it, but I just remember thinking, wow, he is that character.
Oh, yeah.
He's that good.
Yeah, he is that good. I mean, and there's two movies that came out that year about the same thing. There's Capote and then there's Infamous.
Right.
And that was with Toby something. We should really, really research movies. Sigourney Weaver's in it. She plays Harper Lee in that.
Oh, in the other movie?
In the other movie. Oh. And Capote is played by Catherine Keener, a Miami native.
I love her.
She's fantastic.
More.
Yeah,
she does a lot, but she's got to do more.
Oh, she's up there. She's one fantastic actress.
Very real, very honest.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a bad movie with her.
No. And the other one is Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. I really love that one.
We were talking about this, before
on the pod.
Yeah, on the pod that you can go listen to on our website at writersbone.blogspot.com.
That's right. Good job, Sean. I'm very wow. Look at that drop.
Oh yeah.
Practicing.
Basically, what you don't see is just Dan Taylor. Now talk for me, puppet.
I wish it was that easy, big guy. I wish it was that easy.
Make life so much easier. Oh yeah, that is a great movie. Again, that was when we were talking about characters, but his character in that movie, you want to feel bad for, but every time you start feeling bad for him, he does something bad.
Right. Exactly.
He's awful. Not awful, but bad. Morally.
It's actually very similar to what Derek Haas was saying in his interview last week, how he likes making characters that people have to root for, but they don't really want to. They're like, well, yeah, he's the main guy, and he does things that I don't like. All right, I'm not going to like him. Oh, wait, now I have to like him again for a little bit. And they're like, oh, wait.
The gray. He called it, Derek Haas called it gray.
The gray area, right.
Yeah. And he did a great job of... his characters always portrayed that. In that movie, that Philip Seymour Hoffman is gray.
Right.
He just keeps doing things... He's just morally awful.
Right.
But you want to connect to him. You want to be with him.
And I think he played a lot of characters who were in the gray.
Yeah. Oh, my... Yeah.
He never played someone who was black. Well, I mean, I guess in Mission Impossible, he was a straight villain.
He played... There's times... You can tell those, I think, the movies he did to pay the bills.
Right.
So, Mission Impossible 3, yeah, he was all black,
Right.
I mean, he wasn't in blackface. He was his character was just evil.
Right.
But then he had Along Came Polly, and he played the other end of that, where he was just a straight up nice guy.
Right.
So you have that middle ground, which he was so great at playing.
Yeah.
Gus, again, let's go back to Charlie Wilson's War right there. That's a character who you liked.
Yep.
But he like you said, he bugged his office, and he said
did
stuff.
a lot of not so cool things.
He just kind of you're just like
at his base, maybe not the best guy in the world.
Yeah, in the end, he's
necessary, but not the greatest guy.
Yeah, he do stuff for himself before you do it for you.
Right.
He's only gonna do stuff for you if you get something out of it.
Right.
So, I mean, what else? What are the other Philip Seymour Hoffman movies that stand out to you?
I mean, there's Twister now, which is like one of those rewatchable movies, like on a Saturday afternoon.
Where's my truck? Wha-bam! And it crashes. Yeah.
Oh, another cow.
Yeah.
I love that cow.
I think we should just do a new pod where all we do is just quote movies for 40 minutes.
I think people would listen to that.
Probably. People are so boring and dumb. Not you.
God bless you.
Not you're intelligent because you're listening to us. Yeah, please. I need money.
Wow, that's a little cry for help.
It was. Have you seen this? Do you see what I'll do for money? But yeah, Twister. I mean, that was really early.
He's a stand-up, and like I was telling you on the pod, it was one of those characters where, as a kid, you're really annoyed with. You're like,
he's so weird.
Yeah, you're like, he's not like a hero. He's not part of the hero, dynamic. He's just kind of like, not even the sidekick. He's just kind of goofy.
Yeah, and every once in a while, he's like, guys, it's coming.
Right, exactly. And you're like, I don't want to be that guy as a kid. I want to be Bill Paxton, or I want to date Helen Hunt.
Yeah. No one was ever like, I want to be Helen Hunt.
You know what? I find Helen Hunt attractive. I don't know what it is, but
You're
I find her
a very small minority right there, sir.
I am, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Like, As Good as It Gets. She's gorgeous in that movie.
Yeah.
And she's really cute on Mad About You. You know what? I'm going to defend it. I don't care.
You defend that because you're going to need to. I find Helen Hunt attractive. The chick who
said Dan Ford.
Said Dan Ford. That'll be on your grave.
Yep. It's like our one testimonial from a buddy of mine on Facebook. I like your stuff, but I think I would have loved it if I was, say, a virgin.
Which I heard, I was like, does his friend want us to go back in time and have sex with him? Is his friend still a virgin? Do we need to have sex with his friend? I don't know if I'm going to be okay with this.
Like he knows we have girlfriends, right?
He knows.
That's all now.
Ladies love us. At least two do.
Love is a strong word.
I know my girlfriend has it's wonderful because she puts up a lot. She puts up a lot.
Yes.
But Philip Seymour Hoffman will always be missed. And the thing that when I found out he had died, I automatically went to, it's a joke. Unfortunately, we live in this world where
I agree. I have the same thing. Right.
Everything has to go with a grain of salt.
Right.
So when I did confirm that he was dead, it was heartbreaking to know that never again will I see a movie that has such a... I'll see movies with great performances. I'll see movies that have wonderful actors and actresses, but it'll never be Philip Seymour Hoffman. That will never be that. I'll never... It's like the same Brando died. I'm never going to see a Brando performance in my life. That is done. It's in the can. It is shelved.
Right.
Gone. Same with Hoffman, and that's unfortunate. Luckily we have it on film to look back on.
And it's like John Cazale that we mentioned last week.
Oh my God,
way too soon. quality movie after quality movie, and then
boom,
you're
boom,
gone.
boom. Yeah, I just can't think of. And, in most of his movies, you realize this. He died. He dies.
And he does die in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Or like in Doubt, is kind of sent away, or whatever happens to the priest in Doubt. Swallowed up by the gates of hell, or eaten by Meryl Streep, and
Philip Seymour Hoffman. He goes, you just see his chest ripped open. She's eating from him, and they're like,
instant Oscar.
Wait a minute! And the black actress, what's her name? Davis.
Yeah, Viola Davis.
Is there eating with her too? You're like, what the?
Yeah, they all get Oscars for that.
Yeah, and
including him.
He actually killed him. He was a method actor. He died. No, John. What's his name? The one we were just talking about. Cazale. He died in Godfather 2. He died in the Dog Day Afternoon. He died in Deer Hunter.
Yep. And then died right after Deer Hunter.
Yeah.
Grantland, I was listening to a podcast for Grantland.com.
Yeah.
And they were saying how, replace is the wrong word, but there's no one that does what he does in a movie. There's no one who's that type of actor right now.
No. Maybe there's some up and coming, but there's no one that had that power of literally taking over a character so well, and also with the look.
Exactly.
He had that great build. He was somewhat athletic, but somewhat not. He could fluctuate, and you were never really sure. He had that everyman.
As Grantland said, and this was a great phrase that they used, was kind of classically handsome.
Yeah.
And kind of wore his weight well. It was almost like a part of his character.
Yeah, that weight.
That came out.
God, I wish I had that power.
Yeah.
Because I wear my weight terribly.
I do too.
Dude, you can pass by. People see me and they're like, oh, you need to stop. I've seen kids in Somalia who've stopped me and been like, you need to stop eating.
I'm starving in Somalia, please.
I'm worried about you. I'm worried about your health.
Yeah.
You look terrible. But no, he didn't. He always had this, he looked, I don't want to say good, but he looked right. He looked wherever he was.
He always looked the part.
You know that saying, if you've been to a place you don't know what to do, just pretend like you've been there before.
Right.
That's how he was in every scene. He's been this character for years.
Yep.
He is this guy.
Right, exactly. That's a perfect note to end on.
Yeah.
So, we'll miss you, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
And we'll also miss you, Philip.
Yeah, and Philip.
There probably is a guy, Philip, who died today. His family's like, he's tons of pitches.
Thanks, Writer's Bone.
Hey, we got a shout out.
Yay, I guess.
All right.
In the meantime, go to writersbone.blogspot.com or tweet us at writersbone. Bye, everyone.
See you guys.